Hey everyone, it's Abby, your everyday mermaid, and this is
Lauren,
my mergal pal, and you're listening to the Everyday Mermaid podcast. We are sharing the ins and outs.
You mean fins and outs.
Ooh, of being a mermaid.
We bring you the latest news, interviews with celebrities, and of course,
A hashtag Jody moment for our girl Jody Benson, the voice of the Little Mermaid.
let's dive in to the Everyday Mermaid podcast.
All my mermaids. Hey everybody, it's Abby, your everyday mermaid, and this is
Lauren,
my mergal pal, and you are listening to the Everyday Mermaid podcast.
hello.
Hello. Well, Lauren, we're back from a little break, one could say.
Break in the waves.
Oh my goodness. Gosh, that's a good one.
Thanks.
Dang it. I got to write that one down. Hold on. What was the other one we said? Something about, start with a K.
Kelp, got to keep kelping.
Ke-
Fish got to swim, but it's got to eat. There's something about keeping it real or kelp.
Kelping on.
Something, yeah.
Kelp on, keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. Kelp on, kelping on.
Kelping. Okay, my autocorrect wants to say kelp on, gelling on.
That's weird.
That's not right. Okay, cool.
Unless you're talking about jellyfish.
It does work.
We'll get there eventually.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so we've been on a break in the waves.
Yes.
And
Happy 2021!
oh my gosh.
We made it.
We made it, friends. Oh my word. We made it out alive.
Took so long.
It really did. That last year was a
It was
long
doozy.
time. But we made it. And we're so glad you're here with us watching and
Hey.
listening.
Okay.
So, since you were kind of off and didn't see the children as much, do we have any Merlings say the darndest thing?
I have one thing.
Okay.
I have one. I was talking to a 4-year-old today talking about baby names. And I said, well, what are you going to do if the baby is a girl? What are you going to name the baby if the baby's a girl? Katie. And if the baby's a boy? Bingo.
Bingo.
Solid logic there.
Okay, well, you know.
So it
Okay.
was so funny. Katie. Bingo. Like, sure.
Well,
Mhm.
that makes perfect sense to me.
Absolutely.
I was thinking there's a dog named Bingo, but it was Benji that I was thinking of.
There is a
That's-
dog named, there was a farmer, had a
dog.
dog.
Oh, okay.
It was a dog.
I was right. I was
You're
right.
wrong.
There's also a dog named Benji, though.
Yes, there's
My
also
sister
Benji.
would watch that movie like over and over again.
Doesn't he save like wolf cubs or something in the forest?
Oh, I have no idea. Does he?
I think so. There,
Hmm.
or at least in one version of the movie, he's saving some.
No, that's Balto.
No.
Oh.
He's not saving the children from diphtheria.
We're
Do
getting
not
our
question
dogs.
me on 90s animation. I know Balto. Benji is a live action movie, and his like dad
It's
is like
true.
super rich, and so he like takes a helicopter into the forest to find this dog, and the dog's like, nah, I gotta take care of these like cubs or wolves or something in the forest.
Okay.
Balto. Oh, that's insulting.
We digress.
Us? Never.
Okay, well, the Merlings do say the darndest things, and we'll get back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Indeed. But that was
at
a
some
solid
point.
one for today.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. I dig it. Well, how was your holiday?
I was good. I was quarantined.
Did you get any mermaid related items?
Yeah. Let's see. What did I get? I got a brand new Loungefly backpack from my sister.
Oh, it's so pretty too.
It is so pretty. And it has, of course, our girl Ariel on it.
Yes.
Belle,
Moana.
Snow White, Rapunzel.
It's beautiful.
Tiana is on there.
Mhm.
Jasmine is on there.
Yep.
Definitely leaving a girl out. Cindy's there.
So good.
Cindy. And Aurora. So, you know, a pretty solid lineup.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
We're just missing my girl Merida.
I
But
know Merida doesn't make it on a lot of merch.
she doesn't make public appearances very often. She's usually
No.
climbing some sort of waterfall.
Sure, it makes sense.
Fine.
Yes, I got a mermaid doormat. It was on my list.
Oh, okay, good. That's important. Well, you got something else from your sister, didn't you? But it wasn't mermaid related.
It wasn't mermaid related, but it is worth noting that my sister got me an Emperor's New Groove sweatshirt. And it's amazing.
So good.
It has like Cusco written on it, but it also has like the cat, that Yzma turns into, like the llama potion stuff, and like Kronk's little hat doodah. It's solid.
That's so good.
Solid gift right there. She's like, I went off the grid or like whatever you say. I went off. She didn't go by my list. How do you say that? She
didn't shop from your list?
Yeah, she didn't shop from my list.
She went rogue.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
That's what it is.
And so she's like, but I think you'll like it. And yes, I did.
I mean, really, what's not to like about that movie?
Oh my gosh, Lauren, it's so good. And so this brings me to say we have been discussing hosting another podcast specifically for our Disney fandom, because we realize that you mermaids here listening may not be like so into the Disney thing as much as we are, and we have a lot to say about Disney.
It's true.
And so we're thinking about like swimming off and doing another one, still mermaiding like consistently. We're here for y'all.
We're not going anywhere.
No. But also adding another little podcast to our list.
Yay.
Things. So
I got one other mermaid related item.
Oh, what'd you get?
I just remembered it. It's a onesie.
Like pajamas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh!
Don't get too excited.
Oh.
My mom and my sister found it at Target in the children's section.
Oh no!
So they got me like an extra large or like an extra large and just prayed to all the gods.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, y'all! I mean, my lower bits are not where my lower bits are supposed to be, and that it still wasn't quite long enough. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
So I did try it on for everybody on Christmas Eve, but it was a sight to behold.
Goodness. Yeah, unfortunately, as tall as we are, the kids section, it just doesn't work for anything below the waist.
It's just not going to cut it.
It's just not going to work.
Oh, well.
Goodness. It is what it is. Oh, my mom had this necklace made with, what is this called?
Coral?
Well, it's she picked it up off the beach one day and made it into a necklace. What is it called? Not sandstone, is it? No. Anywho,
it's a beach rock.
Yes.
It's not driftwood, is it? Like, it's not wood. It's a rock.
Yeah, it's a stone.
It's a rock.
It's a rock.
I know. It's a rock.
Yeah. So anyway, my mom, if you're just listening, my mom made me a necklace out of a beach find. So,
that's so pretty.
Yeah. But I think that was it mermaid-wise. Surprisingly.
I mean, what can you give the girl who has
everything? Thanks to box lunch gifts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and okay, no. So, Filthy Mermaid, they
yes, I love them.
I've worn that sweatshirt every day of quarantine.
I mean, it's cozy town.
And then the Merry Christmas t-shirt, I've just doubled it as an undershirt for my scrubs at work because it's so cozy.
It is.
And then I just take off the scrubs when I get home and put the mermaid sweatshirt back on.
And that's serious mermaid.
It's very possible that
Everyday
sweatshirt still hasn't been washed yet.
Well,
distinct possibility.
Yet serious everyday mermaid vibes with that. And she means every day.
Every day.
Okay, Lauren.
On to the topic at hand.
So today's episode is all about the official live action Little Mermaid casting.
I know what we should title this episode.
What?
Opinions. We have them.
It's true. We have many opinions on this subject, and we hope that you value them. And if you don't, well, you can just listen and have your own opinions too.
Yay.
Yeah. So Obviously, like, some of the casting has been here. Well, like, we've known Halle Bailey was going to play Ariel for like a while now, but some of these other characters like kind of just got officially introduced to us, and I even like threw in some of the like visual effects and other people.
We
special
appreciate
effects
that
people.
about you, Abby.
Oh, good. Just because I know that for me, if the cast may be wonderful, but if the movie doesn't look good, I don't like it. So the acting can be great, but I need it all to be great. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Lauren?
really
You know what
do.
I'm saying?
Oh God. I mean, we're gonna have to turn it into a Mermaids After Midnight episode if it's not good.
Oh dear. We can't even like put that into the universe.
I know.
Because
It's gonna be great.
Okay. So of course
Let's
we can
start at the very beginning.
So we're gonna start with Ariel, who is played by Halle Bailey.
Okay.
I found out that she's 20 years old. Just the youngest little Merling, 20-year-old Merling.
A child.
Not 16, but 20.
You know, I'm okay with aging up Ariel a little
Thank
bit.
goodness, honestly. Let's hope that they like keep that. Because she actually turns 21 in March. So
I'm still fine with that.
yeah, I'm good with it.
Because that
Thank
line,
goodness. I'm 16 years old. I'm not a child.
yes, you are.
You absolutely are. Things are still not developed.
And you know what? Don't at me or her. It's okay to still be a child at 16 because I guarantee you don't want to go out into the world when you're 16 and you're full of hormones and you don't know what your brain is doing. You don't know what your body's doing. So just sit down and do what you need to do to get through life.
And that is discussion time with Lauren.
Thanks. Soapbox. Episode 1.
But it's true, though. Even as an adult, I don't want to be an adult.
Oh, you couldn't pay me to be 16 again.
Oh my gosh, no. Oh gosh. Sad days. I went through, I don't know if I told you this. We went through a storage unit. And it had a bunch of, like, mom had thrown in just a bunch of crap, like, from us as children.
Yeah.
And like artwork and stuff, but a lot of it was letters that we wrote to our parents, me and my sister.
Oh, bless.
And I found, a bunch of Anna's, my sister's letters were like, "Dear Mom and Dad, I love you and my life is great." Abby's letters.
Goody two shoes.
It wasn't even that really. I think she's just so oblivious to like everything else in life, And I love her, but still to this day, sometimes I'm like, "Hello? Hello." She's getting better, but still. But so my letters though were like, "Dear Mom and Dad, I'm so sorry I did this thing. I will never do it again. It was a terrible thing to do. Please forgive me."
Oh,
like
just full of contrition.
Oh my gosh. Every letter, Lauren, was apologizing for something I did wrong. I don't know. It started becoming funny after a while.
That's so funny.
But
Abby, were you an anxious child?
Yeah.
Has that turned you into an anxious adult?
Can you tell? Like, this is why I am the way I am. I'm like, now it all makes sense. So, 16-year-old Abby was a moody, anxious Abby, and we just never want to go back there.
16-year-old Lauren just didn't know what to do with legs that were twice as long as the rest of her body.
What do you do with that?
And no curvature.
No.
At all. None.
Yeah, all the girls in school, like when we had uniforms, like they got to wear these cute little skirts and stuff. No, I had to have my skirts specially made because nobody would make skirts long enough for me and I would get in trouble.
Oh, because
my skirt would be too short.
The 6 inches above the knee situation. I bet that was real hot, those extra long skirts.
Not cute.
No.
They also had to be made out of a thicker material because of that. I don't know why, but my skirts were way thicker than all the cute cheerleader skirts. It was a whole thing. It was glad to be out of that town.
Yeah, it's just, that's a rough time, teenagerdom.
All this to
Anyway.
say, Ariel's,
If we age her up just a little bit, I'm A-okay without a child bride occurring in Mermaidlandia.
Yes.
No child brides today. Thank you.
No.
I mean, other than like, I'm very excited for Halle Bailey. I don't really have an opinion on her per se. I don't know enough about her.
Yeah.
I know she can sing.
Yeah. So she's a part of Chloe and Halle.
Mm-hmm.
They're amazing singers. I enjoyed them thoroughly on the Do You Want to Build a Snowman song for the Disney Sing-Along.
Right,
They were so
right.
good. She was in The Last Holiday. She played Tina in The Last Holiday, and she was on the show was it Grownish? Yeah.
Grownish is like, isn't there
There's Grownish and Blackish.
Yes.
And something else, but I think she was on
Blackish came first.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
And then Grownish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, I haven't seen either one of those.
Yeah. I watched like a little bit of the show, and just like listen when she opens her mouth, I'm like, I'm sold.
Dulcet tones.
It's just like the perfect innocent sounding, Ariel voice. I love it. I'm excited for it.
I'm down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great. Let's do it.
Okay, so next we have Prince Eric, who will be played by, I'm not sure if this is the right pronunciation, but Jonah Auerking.
Yeah.
He's from London, but he has like an English parent and an American parent, so I think he's a dual citizen. But I watched a few episodes of the PBS masterpiece Little Women.
Oh,
show,
yeah.
And he plays Laurie.
He plays Laurie.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
So my takeaway from that,
role.
yeah, I mean it was a good role. But my takeaway was like, he could be a prince, but like
he's got the look for it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really what Eric is for.
yeah, I've decided that he will be a minimal piece of this puzzle.
Unless they add some songs from the Broadway. I don't know if Jonah can sing.
I don't know either.
He doesn't sing in the original, obviously. And then in the 1989 classic, The Little Mermaid. I mean, again, I know his face and that's about it. So I don't really have much of an opinion on him.
I tried to like watch some other things that he was in, and nothing really nothing said, oh, he is. My only concern, and maybe it's because Halle does look so young. He looks young to me, and maybe he's grown up a little bit since the Little Mermaid or the Little Women show. But I hope they make him look a little more like less childlike.
Sure. Again, we're perfectly okay with there being no child marriages.
Yes,
in
we
this
would
version.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Eric's birthday is at the beginning of the movie,
Uh-huh.
which is what happens. But do we know how old he is?
I don't think so.
Does Grimsby talk about it?
I don't know. We should absolutely work on
darn.
that
We're just going to
trivia.
have to watch The Little Mermaid again.
It says, according to the film's official novelization, Eric had just turned 18 in the film, which would make him 2 years older than Ariel.
What?
Too young.
Children should not be getting married.
Ever. Just kidding. At 18. Or
She's 16. That's still child marriage. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Go live your life.
You don't even know who you are.
It's so true. So moving on.
Okay.
We have King Triton, played by Javier Bardem.
I don't know.
I don't know either, to be
really
quite
don't.
honest. I love him as a man.
Sure. As an individual human being. I just can't visualize him in that role. Like, I'm just having a hard time. Maybe it's because King Triton's beard is so proficient. Like, that's his defining feature. That and destroying all of his child's most prized possessions in a fit of rage that really,
Which I can see
really
that.
needs to be looked at by a therapist.
Yeah.
You should not be doing that to your children. That's not okay. That's abuse.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you. The whole beard situation, I can't see it. But and I'm having a hard time seeing him as a father figure just in general.
Sure. Yeah.
Or any love whatsoever coming from him.
Maybe it's because he's always kind of pigeonholed into those roles
Yes.
of distant sexualization, I guess.
Yes. And even in his role in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, Like, I it's
Mhm.
so like dark
right.
and evil. Like
Yeah.
that's why I can see him like tearing up her grotto and stuff. I can see that. But seeing him like play any sort of like lovey father role
The
is
paternal caring figure.
because at the end of the day, at the end of the movie, they're all one big happy family, and so I got to be able to see
Yeah.
that.
And there is a very definitive softness to King Triton at the end
There
of it. Like,
is. Yes, he allows her to go and
Yeah.
be a human again.
after he messed everything up the first time.
Yeah. I mean, we all make mistakes, you
Listen
know.
to your children. I'm just saying. They're telling you what they want.
It's true. Okay. So, next on the list is probably the most trivial, controversial casting that I feel like for this movie, and that is the role of Ursula. Played by Melissa McCarthy.
I love her. I really do. I just don't love her
Yes.
as Ursula.
She was in Bridesmaids. She played
She's
Megan.
hysterical in
Hilarious.
Bridesmaids.
Gilmore Girls. She played Suki.
Again, hilarious.
She was Molly in Mike and Molly. So I mean,
So where's her like dark side? Where's her like evil side? Like I gotta believe that this woman is devious enough to steal things from people and then turn them into little grotto kelp creatures.
I know. I think here's what I think. Because everybody was up in arms about it not being a drag queen.
And by we, she means me.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was what we all expected it to be. We expected a drag queen to be cast.
Well, because the original character is based on a drag queen.
It's true. It's true. They must have veered away from it and had to veer away so much. And that's why they cast Melissa McCarthy. Now, I don't understand them. I don't understand the casting, but there must have been a reason for them to distance themselves from that association. Because Lizzo was ready.
Ugh.
Latrice Royale was ready. So, like, you know, our strong black women, and then, you know, Latrice is a drag queen. Like, there were some strong characters ready to go for the role. Yet, they did not choose them. And I don't know why that is, but I feel like there was a reason behind not going that route. And so they picked the furthest thing from it.
So weird. And also, can
know.
Melissa McCarthy sing?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. She can't sing like Lizzo.
She can't. She is not Lizzo. I will never understand why they did not cast Lizzo, other than the fact that Lizzo may not be as good of an actress as she is a
I
singer.
mean, yeah, that's fair. But your last one, your alternates.
Yeah, so I have some alternates here that could have been cast as Ursula that I think would have been great. Some people were saying Rebel Wilson, and I'm like,
Nope.
no, thank you.
Oh, big pass on that.
No.
Sorry,
No.
no. I just no.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
That's not going to work for me.
I have opinions on that. If you want them, you can DM me. No. I
But-
saw cats, you guys. Like I saw cats. All right. Please don't make me go through this again.
Nope. So I'm glad they stayed away from her for this role. Yvette Nicole Brown would have been amazing. Not sure why. I don't know if she was even like considered, but she would have been great. I also was thinking Harvey Fierstein. How do you say his name?
I don't know.
But you know, he's in the Robin Williams movie Mrs. Doubtfire. He's the I think a gay cousin or something.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
It's his brother.
Oh, brother. Okay.
Yeah, it's his brother.
Yeah.
Oh my
He would have been
gosh.
so good as Ursula. I just
That's so
think he would have been
funny.
so great. It would have been like the perfect amount of evil and hilarious.
That is hysterical. That would have been funny.
But then
I'm here for
mean,
the last one though. Although I think she's retired from acting. Like, I don't know
I
if
don't
she's...
know. I wish she wasn't, because Bette Midler
Ugh.
would have been such a good Ursula.
Oh my God. She would have been fantastic. You know she can sing. You know she's got the sass. Did anybody else see Beaches?
Right?
Yeah.
Hello? Ah, so good.
That would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you really could go with Bernadette Peters, too.
For sure. I
Like,
think she, to me, would be great for the Broadway version
Yeah.
of Ursula.
There's too many out there who are so well known for being that kind of character. Like Bette Midler and Bernadette Peters are both obviously extremely well known for their powerhouse vocals. Like they've been singing for longer than we've been alive.
Yeah.
And it's just hard. That's like hard for me to comprehend, like why you wouldn't go. Because I mean, Ursula's song it's a song, y'all. Like, and there's so much you can do with it.
Yeah. And it's just hard for me to see her as an evil,
Yeah,
like an evil sorceress that she is.
absolutely.
Like, I'm sure they tested her a bunch on all that, and so she must be great.
I guess.
But it is confusing.
Opinions.
Opinions.
We're gonna have to see. Let us
Yeah.
see. It's fine. I'm fine.
Everything's fine. So, okay. Here's what for the longest time, for some reason in my sweet little brain, thought that these these Flounder and Sebastian and Scuttle, these characters were gonna be some form of like what cats did with the cats, and I was really upset about that. But I don't think that's the case.
Yay! Are they just gonna animate them?
I think
Computer.
so.
Okay.
But the only reason I say this, I could be completely wrong, but I've been following some of the doodahs, the
Really? You've been
thingamabobs.
following things?
Yes. But even on IMDb, it just lists them, the actresses and actors as voice actors, not portraying, not like the other ones who don't say voice. They're doing it all.
Right.
Which makes me think that they're animating these
Okay.
somehow.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of the other live action ones that they've done. Do any of the animals talk? And I don't think they do. So we haven't seen what they would do. Like, would they make their mouths move? Is that weird? Like, is that too, like early 2000s, like computer?
Well, I think this is why
Dr.
we had to
Dolittle
go
style?
through The Lion King. We had to get through The Jungle Book, which I actually love.
Oh, well, right. The Lion King. Hello. Ooh.
I think that's why we had to. They are just, trying it all out, testing it all out, seeing how this this technology works. Because I think that technology is what they're going to use for this.
Okay, fine. It's fine. That's fine. Okay, but just talk about who's going to be Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Who's going to be him?
Oh, Sebastian! It's going to be my fave, David Diggs.
David Diggs could play an oyster on the bottom of the ocean and have one line, and that would be the only reason I might go see that movie.
It's true. It really
I
is
don't
true.
care. He can play whatever he wants to play. I do not care.
Just let the man sing, rap,
I'm
speak.
so excited about David Diggs playing Sebastian. I am here all day for it. If everything else turns out to be a complete disappointment, David Diggs will be there to save the day.
He will not let us down. He will not let us down. So
If
excited.
he had been the one wearing a red leather jacket, I would have been okay with that.
You mean Shaggy? Okay. Yeah. You wouldn't want Shaggy in this role?
I'm all right with it being David Diggs. I am more than happy that it is David Diggs.
For those of y'all who don't know who David Diggs is, he plays Lafayette in Hamilton.
Lafayette and Jefferson.
And Jefferson, yeah. I see him in my head.
I understand, but that's the power of his ability is that he was able to flip-flop between those two. Just, what is it? Chef's kiss.
Yes. He also has a role in Soul. Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He played Paul.
We should talk about that movie, but we can save that for the other
We're going to
podcast.
save that for our Disney podcast. Yep.
Did you see what I wore today, by the way?
Yes, your shirt is so perfect.
Right. The
You're
human
Sebastian.
world, it's a mess.
He's
and
a
I wore
mess.
Sebastian because, we were going to talk about David Diggs today, and I'm
Yes,
here for it.
We love it.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, here for it. Gone, done, finished, got it. I mean, we could stop talking right there, but we shouldn't because we got more people.
We got Flounder to talk about.
Flounder.
Flounder is going to be played by Jacob Tremblay.
Yay! You didn't write this down, but he is well known for being the kid in the movie Room.
I never saw that movie.
You wouldn't like it.
Oh, okay.
It's about a woman who gets kidnapped as a teenager and spends years. It's like the not funny version of Kimmy Schmidt.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't want it.
Yeah. And Jacob Tremblay plays her son.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, there you go. If you've seen that movie.
He's excellent.
He also, do you know who, you're a preschool teacher. You know Pete the
Of course
cat.
I know Pete the cat. Pete the cat and his sport groovy buttons. My buttons, still got my groovy buttons. My buttons, still got my groovy buttons.
So Pete the cat is the cutest little, well, it started out as a book series,
Yes.
but now there's an animated series.
Indeed. And it's the book series is by a gentleman by the name of James Dean.
Oh my gosh.
No relation.
No relation to the James. Okay. All right. But Jacob plays Pete. He's the voice
Yay!
of Pete the cat.
So we know he can groove around.
Yeah,
This
we
little
know.
flounder.
So cute. I think he'll be great. And then we have Scuttle, who will be played by Aquafina, which I had to go and watch Crazy Rich Asians because I hadn't seen it yet.
Okay.
As we were talking prior to this recording, it was very long.
It is a very long movie.
It was great.
I had to banish boyfriend from the loft when we started watching it. I was like, why are you sitting down to watch this movie with me? And he's like, because I just want to be with you. I was like, you really don't, though.
No.
Not during this movie. And he was so miserable, you guys. I was like, it is a romantic comedy. It is a rom-com. You hate these movies. Please go downstairs and entertain yourself in some form or fashion because I'm not going to sit up here and have you guffaw your way through something that I'm crying through because it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And he did, in fact, get banished downstairs because he started crying during the wedding. And I started crying during the wedding.
Yeah.
And he started laughing at how ridiculous everything was. And I was like, go away.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That was the most beautiful scene.
I know.
With the firefly situation.
I know.
was like,
and the
what?
water.
coming through.
And
I
I'm
was
weeping and he's over there going, this is so stupid. So I told him to get downstairs.
Good for
I
you.
know. I was like,
Banish
go away.
him.
I need you to go away right now.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I thought it was a super cute movie.
Very fun. All this to say, Aquafina is quite funny in that movie.
Yes, she's interesting. It's a character that she plays, but I think she'll be great as
Yes.
Scuttle. The voice is spot on, and I completely understand why they cast her.
I mean, you really could go any direction
Yeah.
with Scuttle. I mean, he is a blank canvas to work with.
Yep.
So
Bless his heart.
I know it's because he has nothing. There's nothing in his brain.
Not a thing.
Dum dum dum.
I was flying, and well, of course I was
Flying.
Yeah, he is. Oh my gosh.
The witch was
watching
watching
the mirror. Yeah.
Just working with a stolen set of pipes. Man, there's so much in that whole monologue that he has that I did not catch until I was an adult. It's so good.
Yeah. He's good. He's a good little character to play. I'm
So
sure
fun.
it's going to be
She'll
really
have a
fun for
blast
her.
with that. I think she'll have a fun time with that.
Yeah. So I'm excited for her in that role. I think she'll be great. And then the only other character listed at this point is a question mark. His name is Joshua. And he'd be played by Jude A. I don't know how to say his last name.
That's
and
fine. It's
I'm
probably
gonna
better
try.
not to butcher it.
Yep. So I actually messaged the admin for the live action Instagram.
Did you?
I was like, listen, what is this all about? Because they have like the inside scoop. Like they got somebody over there at Palmwood, like checking it out. I don't know, but some, every now and then he'll be like, or he or she will be like, the info on the street is that they're using this for this,
Ooh.
and so and so's back in London, so they
Okay.
must be filming, and she's wearing her head things, and that means her hair's red. So it's like a whole thing. So anyway, so I messaged them and I was like, what do you know about this? And they're like, absolutely nothing. So
maybe we're making a bigger deal out of it than it really is, or maybe there's like a whole brand new character that they're bringing.
Or it's just another. They renamed Grimsby.
But he's got such a great name.
I know.
Why'd you
Why would they
rename him?
change it?
I don't know. We don't know who Joshua is,
We don't.
and we don't know who Jude is because
Nope.
there was nothing in his
There was
bio.
literally nothing about him. I'm like, who is this man?
Couldn't
Is he
tell
ju-
you.
Is he just a rando that we're just throwing in here to like shake things up?
So if any of you all have any knowledge, any know-how,
Who is Joshua?
inside scoop, let us know.
Holler at your girls. Okay, so I thought I would take this moment for a little hashtag Jody moment.
I don't understand. Isn't this entire episode a hashtag Jody moment?
Because we should talk about how what character Jody should play in this film.
Carlotta.
Yep.
Yay! Ding, ding, ding.
It should either be
That'd be
Carlotta
fun.
or like somehow she needs to make a cameo.
Yeah, or she could be like one of the washerwomen that like help her get all like
Totally.
gussied up,
Yeah. If she doesn't want like all
guppied
that.
up.
Yeah. That's good.
All right.
Yeah. Hopefully she can make a cameo somehow.
She will. You just know she will.
I hope so.
I hope she looks at Ariel the way that she looks at what's her name in the movie Enchanted when she swallows the fish.
Oh my gosh.
Or
It's
she
so
spits
good.
it, not swallows it, spits it back out, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh God,
Yeah.
yeah, do that, Jody,
Do that.
Mm,
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
it'd be so good."
But my thing, like clearly I check in with Jody daily, and so she hasn't been to London yet, so I'm sure. Like,
Oh, you know they'd keep that on the DL.
I know, but she would have some sort of absence from her social media.
Mhm. You know they have people that do things for like that for you.
Dang it.
You just gotta pay them
Yeah.
the monies
Yeah.
to keep up your social media, so you can go to London on the DL and film a little scene or two, and then scuttle right back.
Ooh, I like that.
I know.
It's good. Well, either way, we hope that Jody Benson has a cameo in this live action Little Mermaid.
It'll happen. We're sending it into the universe.
Yes,
Jody.
It's gonna be great.
Mm.
It's gonna be so good.
Exactly.
So I did a little digging on like other people on the film, just because I'm like, what will this look like?
Mhm, mhm.
How will this be?
Mhm,
Let's
mhm.
prepare ourselves for the worst,
Okay.
if need be. However, I'm feeling somewhat optimistic.
Okay.
So, the lady in charge of costuming,
Mm.
Colleen Atwood,
Yay.
she did the costuming for Sweeney Todd, Chicago, Lady and the Tramp, Dumbo, Into the Woods, Little Women, Edward Scissorhands, Handmaid's Tale. She's kind
This
of like
is
all over the
not
place.
her first rodeo.
No.
Well, and the really cool thing about The Little Mermaid is that, like, obviously it was written in a particular time period, and
Yes.
obviously the original animated movie is set in a particular particular time period, though you don't really know what that is.
Right.
But I mean, it doesn't have to be. Like, there's nothing in the story
Totally.
that dictates a particular time period. Like, you could even still have it in the here and now because we still do have royal families.
Yep. Totally.
And obviously there are mermaids that abound.
Right.
So you really could do anything with the costumes,
It's true.
which is one of the things that I absolutely loved about Cinderella, the remake for
Mhm.
Cinderella. I mean,
Mhm.
they threw everything at that, and I loved it so much.
Oh, so good.
It was
Speaking,
so fun.
so next we have a sculptor.
Ooh.
I don't know exactly what sculptors are for. I'm like sculptors, okay, maybe for the set, maybe for the tails. I don't know, but James Anthony is the guy, and he worked on Wonder Woman, so I trust him.
Okay. In sleep he sang to me.
He also worked on Phantom of the Opera.
In dreams he came. She doesn't sing that
I
well.
was like, wait, why is that so low?
Because it's fun and I'm an alto.
He also worked on the Star Wars movies, so
Awesome. Which
also
ones? 8.
yes,
And
8
9.
and 9. So yeah, I'm here for that. Whatever a sculptor does, I like those movies. Although, did you see the second Wonder Woman?
Nope. And I'm not going to because I heard terrible reviews.
Yeah. So we have HBO Max, so we could watch it for free on
I
the
need to
app.
borrow
here.
that from you. I have
Yeah.
to make Boyfriend Watch Friends.
Oh yes. But it was disappointing.
That's so sad. Was
But-
it night? What is the year?
1984.
1984.
Which actually one of our Circus Siren pod, Kat, who's actually in the movie. She's one of the grunge kids in the movie in the
Oh.
subway. If you ever see the movie,
That's okay.
yeah. Honestly, the first when they're in the Amazon, so good. But then everything else,
I'm a piranha. They in
In
the
the
Amazon.
Amazon.
Everything. Every thought that goes through my head is filtered through Disney movies. I'm so sorry.
This is why we have to have a Disney podcast.
Mhm. God, it's infuriating. Anyway, sure. He's a sculptor. We're very excited. We'll see what he does. I don't know what that means. So, I mean, I know what sculptors do. I'm not an idiot.
We're gonna trust that you got this.
Yeah, sure. Great. Awesome.
Last but not least, the graphics director.
I'm so excited the graphics director is a lady.
Yep, her name is Heather Pollington.
Yes, girl.
Mm-hmm. She's worked on Skyfall,
Mm.
Pirates of the Caribbean,
Mm.
Into the Woods,
Mhm.
Mary Poppins Returns.
All check
for it.
boxes. Yes, all of these
We
check
love
boxes.
that.
I'm here for it. I'm
Heather,
done. Yes,
you go,
absolutely.
girl.
Go for it.
Yes. So yeah, those are
Do
the few people that I singled out here working on some things.
Perfect.
Overall, Lauren, how do we feel about it?
I'm sorry. I'm excited about some things. I am hesitant about others, and I'm disappointed in one
Ursula?
big thing in particular. And that's all. If I ever meet Melissa McCarthy, this entire episode is going to be a bit embarrassing.
The thing is,
I do love her.
I
don't
love
want
her.
her as Ursula. I don't know. Maybe she'll blow me away. Maybe
I
I'll
think
be
that's
like,
what's gonna happen.
oh my gosh, that was amazing. I'm so glad I was a little bit skeptical about that and had low expectations because gabam, like shot through the roof. And maybe, I don't know, like somebody else will be like a big disappointment. I don't care. I just want the movie. I just want to see it.
Same.
I'm
I know.
ready for it to happen.
It's tricky. Yeah, my thing is, Ursula. The only reason I feel like because of my Gilmore Girls obsession, I think Melissa McCarthy is a fantastic actress.
Sure.
I think she is so good. I don't
She's
know
in that-
how she does it.
One of my favorite like dumb funny movies is what is it? Spy.
Yep.
Oh god, that
She's
thing
so
is
good.
hysterical. It's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
And she's great in that.
So I think she's gonna blow us away, Lauren.
Okay, all right, that's fine. That's
We're
fine.
gonna be blown away.
I'm still gonna be skeptical. It's fine.
Totally fine. I feel like there are still so many questions, but we have some answers, and we would love to know your opinions
Yeah,
because we just gave you all of ours.
I'm always here for opinions.
Yes. So comment on this and let us know what your thoughts are on the movie, on the casting. Is there anything that we like totally got wrong? Probably.
Other than hashtag David digs forever.
Yeah, that is not wrong.
not-
and
yeah.
will never change.
No.
And he is the best of all things.
Oh, he can. I mean, literally, barnacle, bottom of the ocean. Didn't. Yeah.
Whatever.
If he had one word,
we would watch
I
it
would be there.
and love it.
So happy.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know what you think
Yay.
about our opinions, but also tell us your opinions. What do you think about it all? We're excited to hear what you have to say. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, we are at Everyday Mermaid Podcast. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/everydaymermaid. That's where we put our episodes ad-free, and we put it a day early, so you get all the content a day early. And we always throw in some extras in there just for our patrons. We don't share with anyone else. So thanks for listening, and we will
See you on the flip side.
Bye, mermaids!
Bye.
All my mermaids.